Well, g'day and welcome back to episode 9. Who'd have thought? They just keep going on and on. In this episode, we start off at a little town called Mathinna, tiny little place, and it's just not far from the Lomond National Park, and it's where we based ourselves while we did a little bit of exploring around that part of the country. We took a trip up to Lomond and did a fantastic hike up to the summit. That was just beautiful. And we also did a little bit of unplanned adventuring through the forest trails. Signage on the roads is not that great up that way. But anyway, it was absolutely gorgeous. From there, we headed down to, while we were there at Mathinna, we went to a place called the Evercreech Forest Reserve. And you'll see some footage of that. It is just stunning. It was probably one of the biggest surprise walks we did. There's two walks. One's to a waterfall through the forest, which was stunning, and then the other one is a tall tree walk as well, which was also just great. You'll also see Lisa had a little bit of an adventure in a creek there, which is entertaining. I thought it was anyway. Her not so much. From Mathinna we went back to St Mary's, and St Mary's is another gorgeous little town. And we went up to a place called St Patrick's Head. We did a hike up there to a fantastic lookout at the top of St Patrick's Head. We actually did it twice, and you'll see the reason for that in the video. But that was great. And then finally we headed down to the coast. There was a little weather window that looked good for some beach weather. Not quite swimming weather, but still it was gorgeous down on the beach. Down to St Helens and then out to the Bay of Fires, and we had a couple of beautiful days out there on the beach at the Bay of Fires. So there you go, that's what we cover in this episode, and I hope you enjoy it. So we're in a little town now called Mathinna. We're heading around, we're going to do a couple of walks up in the Lomond National Park. So we'll just look for a little place to stay that we can day trip up to the ski fields. There's no snow just yet, but so Mathinna is, it's probably about 40 kilometres away from the start of the climb up to the top of the mountains. And as I said, we're looking for somewhere to get away from the crowds. And I think we found it. Have a look at this place. So this is the Mathinna recreational ground. And little township over there. There's a pub here. But that's it. It's just us. Showers and toilets, $2 for a hot shower. Toilets up there. There's gas barbecues. There's no water or power, so you need to be self-sufficient in those regards, but listen to this. Not a peep. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And okay, so we're just going to have a cuppa, and then we might go for a drive up to the national park, and we might even squeeze a walk in today because it's only just on 11:30, and it is a stunning day. Absolutely stunning. It's a shame we didn't have this day yesterday for our hike, but you get that. Got to make the best of what you get. Rightio, time for a coffee. So we're heading up Jacob's Ladder. We did a little bit of a detour coming from Mathinna. We missed the turn off Mathinna. So instead of doing 40 kilometres, we ended up doing 75 kilometres through some really interesting forestry roads. But this is so spectacular. Have a look at this. So Lisa's driving because she loves driving these sort of roads.
It is freaking terrifying. Film it because that's the only way I'll ever see it.
It's amazing. This is unbelievable that they made a road up this. God, imagine how terrifying it would have been cutting this road in.
This is Waterfall Corner. This is where I cry a lot.
So another 1, 2, 3 and you're up. Oh, there's a big lookout up there. We'll have to go. So we've come all this way. We had to do at least one little walk because we're not going to come up that road again. So we're just going to do the walk up to the summit. It doesn't say how far that is, but I think we can see it just up behind us. But she's a pretty special view. That's just gorgeous. Quite a collection of ramshackled old buildings up here. I guess they're old ski lodges, for the want of a better word.
Well, this one's private, this got bunks and everything in it.
Yeah, okay. I'd say that's what it was. The ski clubs were entitled to put in a lodge. It looks a little bit like what they were, but they're a lot of them in pretty ordinary state. So there we go. This is the luxurious residence of the North Tasmania Alpine Club. Wonder where you sign up. It is amazing up here at the moment. It is so calm. There's just the gentlest of little breezes. And all you can hear is a few crickets. We might just go up that track just a little bit, see where that goes. Familiar sight. Least scrambling up through the rocks. No sticks today. We should have learned our lesson. Just always take your sticks, regardless of how short the walk is. And we're going to go just over there. It looks like that's the top of the world. Here we are, top of the world. You know, the amazing thing is there's not one other person up here. Not one. We passed a few cars going down as we were coming up, but no one. Just no one. Just a tip. If you ever need any rocks, give Tassie a ring, because they've got plenty of them. It's amazing just how rocky these peaks are. It's incredible. It's also, Lomond is Tassie's biggest ski resort, and you might be able to see just over in the background over there the top of a ski lift, and there's not that many. I think there's probably only half a dozen or more, but boy oh boy, they'd certainly need a decent fall of snow to cover some of these rocks to make it skiable, because there's a lot of big rocks here. There's no really well defined piste anywhere. Just stunning. We'll Google something. It's so quiet. It's just incredible. I just find it amazing that there's no one else up here. Not a single soul anywhere.
Maybe there's a reason.
Did we miss a sign? Might have been a sign somewhere. Okay, start our clamber back down. Altimeter. We're 1,568 metres above sea level, so this is as high as we've been in Tassie. I think the previous record is about 1,250 at Mount Harts. It feels like it because it's firkin cold, but it's just beautiful. I'm so glad the sun's shining. It'd be pretty chilly without the sun shining, that's for sure. Okay, let's start our scramble back down the yellow brick road, back down to the car. Just to show you, it is pretty cold here. There's ice on the ground still. A lot of the puddles are frozen over, the ones that are in the shade. It is so quiet. It's amazing. I said before, all you can hear are a few crickets, but I'm thinking now that's my tinnitus. Might not be crickets.
This is when I fall.
Last 50 metres, tumble time we call it. So there we go, back of the car. The Lomond Summit track. It's only a shorty, 3.4 kilometres or something like that return. So it didn't take that long at all. Let's have a look. Yeah, anyway, 3.4k and quite an easy walk. No trouble at all. Lisa didn't even fall over, so
no, did really well.
Must have been an easy one. Okay, we're going to go to the lookout and just have a look up at, or have a look down at the zigzag. So there she is, the zigzag road. Famous Jacob's Ladder to the Lomond National Park. Oh!
Jeepers creepers.
Quickly, they're sliding. Just drop the sunnies. Just really spectacular. So what'd you say? This is the highest point in Tassie? highest plateau in Tassie. Well, it is just a stunning view. Well, good morning. It's another very frosty morning, but it is stunning. Have a look at this. Gorgeous. For you people that live in southern Victoria and Tasmania places, you'd be used to this, but from WA we don't see a lot of this, especially up around Perth, further north. But it's just gorgeous. So the temperature, it's warm, -2 degrees. Just a stunning, clear, brilliant, clear day. Ah, it's great to be alive, isn't it? She's done it. It's -4 degrees and she's actually gone outside. So we're in a little place called the Evercreech Forest Reserve. So it's about 20 minutes out of Mathinna, in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And we're really surprised. Where is he? There's actually another car here, because we thought no one would ever come here. But the facilities here are amazing. Have a look at this. I don't think you can camp here, although I'd have to confirm that. But look at this shelter. And at the back of the shelter is a beautiful fireplace. Just there. How cute is this? And over here behind our neighbours, there is a couple of gas barbecues, which are impeccably clean. This is amazing. There's a toilet down there as well. It's just incredible. Like I said, this is in the middle of absolutely nowhere, off the beaten track to anywhere. Yeah, what a surprise. This is fantastic. So there's a couple of walks to do here. One's to a waterfall, and then the other one is to, they call it the Tall Timbers Walk, or the White Gum Walk. They're both very short walks, but we just thought we had morning to kill, so we thought we'd just come out and have a look.
Beautiful.
It is absolutely stunning. This is the first of the two walks, the Evercreech Falls Loop Walk. Rightio, let's have a look. It's we got out of the car. What was it in the car? 4 degrees. Yeah, she's chilly. Beautiful frost this morning on the ground at the campsite. -4 degrees it got to. So very chilly. So I think I might regret not taking my jacket with me, actually. Anyway, 40 minutes. Once we get walking, we'll be good. These massive ferns. It is just absolutely beautiful. What's that, Lex?
The size of these.
Of the tree ferns. Some of them are huge. Sounds like a lyrebird over there. There are some massive tree ferns here, and we mentioned it before that these things grow about 1 centimetre a year, so that one's got to be 5 metres to the top, easy 5 metres, so 500 years old or more. Have a look at this one, it's even bigger. Wow, that is just magnificent. Look at this forest through here. I've run out of superlatives. There they are, the waterfalls. The gorgeous little waterfalls. Caution slippery when wet.
So they put a rope here.
It is a beautiful day for a swim. There's not much I can do. Okay, well that didn't work.
That didn't work.
I imagine it's a little bit cold. Well, your feet are wet, you might as well just walk straight through the water. Be careful. That's Lise storming off up the path. I think I'm out of favour. I didn't laugh too much, did I, when she fell in the water? I don't think I did. I think I was very sympathetic, wasn't I? Sure I was. I'd know better than to laugh. Better catch her before she drives off without me. So this is the second of the two walks out here, and this is the Tall Timbers walk, and it's a loop that's about 15 to 20 minutes. But you walk through the base of these huge eucalypt trees and then come up a fairly steep cliff, and then you walk above them almost. Not anywhere near it really. But it is also a stunning walk, a really stunning walk. Lisa's not with me on this section, she's got cold feet, literally. But yeah, do both of them. This place is amazing for the facilities that are here. You know, these barbecues, electric barbecues and or gas barbecues, and the fireplaces and picnic tables and a couple of beautiful walks to do. This is a must-do if you're looking for a day out away from the crowds in Tassie. So Mathinna is a little town, and it's just out from Mathinna, 20 odd K from Mathinna. Beautiful place. Cannot recommend it enough. Have a look at this. Just beautiful. I think I might have pronounced the name of the town wrong. I think it's Mathinna. I don't want to go offending any of the locals, so I apologise if Mathinna is not right, and it's Mathinna. Looking at the spelling of it, I think it might be Mathinna. Okay, a couple more minutes and I'll be back at the car. Lisa's got it warmed up. She's got the heater on her toes, and we might head back to the rec ground and have a coffee. So that's the place, the Evercreech Forest Reserve. 10 out of 10 for me. That was a stunning spot. Absolutely stunning. Rightio, get Lisa home, get some dry socks on her. So we're in a little town called St Mary's, staying out at the St Mary's Sports Ground, is it? Or something. It's really nice out there. We'll show you around when we get back there, but that's good. But we're going to do a walk here called St Patrick's Head, which is pretty much a vertical climb up to a rocky crag. So we'll see how we go. It's freezing cold. It's only, I think it was 11 degrees, but the wind chill will drop that down to about 6 or 7, I'd say. So it's a chilly day.
Freezing.
So looking forward to start climbing up the hill and get puffing and panting and warm up a little bit. So here we go, St Patrick's Head. What a grand old daddy this one is. Stretch your arms out, Lise. Look at that, huge tree. Obviously seen a few fires in its day. Beautiful, isn't it?
Hectic from the wind.
Yeah. Could almost put the caravan in there. Trail slowly winding its way up the side of the hill. It's quite overgrown, as you can see. It's very easy to follow the path. Just the ferns are encroaching in on the track. It's very picturesque. Okay, we're 1.5 K into it. Starting to get some serious vertical climbing now. Have a look at the angle of the embankment here, give you some idea of it. But it's not too far now. It's only a short walk, only 3.2 or something return to the car park, so it's just over 1.5 K each way. Still get you puffing though. Well, it's a pretty special view, but I think we've taken the wrong path. there was a couple of different tracks, one to the left, one to the right. We took the one that looked probably the most worn, but it looks like it might be the wrong one.
Maybe this is it though.
Don't know, we'll get back down to that intersection and just poke our nose around the corner to the right, see what's around there. Have a look at the lichens on these rocks, they're just beautiful. Almost looks like indigenous painting.
I think we might be too old for this.
We're just saying we need to have a look and see what this is classed as, because it's certainly a significant climb and scramble. But anyway, we're almost there. We've put the poles away, using our 2 hands and feet now. We're almost there. Just another little bit up the top there, but we're just standing in the sunshine to warm up a bit. What a beautiful view. Look at all those beautiful beaches along there. Just glorious. Okay, here we are, top of the world.
Woohoo!
It is beautiful up here, although there's another top of the world over there. But we're not going to go there because as we look out to the south, we can see showers and a rainbow heading our way. So we best start getting down lickety-split, I reckon, because it won't be much fun going down there if it's wet.
No,
Okay,
at all.
we'll start going down. So how long did that take us? Hour and 12 minutes. What is it? Almost 2k to the top. So we did do just a little bit of a detour. Okay, I think we better get going before that rain gets us. Good indication you get a bit of rain here. Check out this old sign. Okay, well, that's the worst of it done. It's a nice easy stroll back down the grassy hill to the car park now. Back at the car, that was a really lovely walk.
Really lovely.
It was really good, really good. A little bit challenging.
It doesn't even look like it's raining.
No, the showers kind of parted and went either side of the mountain, so we managed to avoid that. But yeah, I don't think you want to get stuck up there with a shower of rain because it would be pretty slippery coming back down, that's for sure. See if we can open the car. Rightio. So what was that? 3.7 kilometres?
Is that all?
So, yeah, 3.7, that's what they said. Well, they said 3.3 or 4, I thought it was, but we did that little detour. A little bit of a detour. And it took us just over 2 hours. So that was a great walk. Great short walk. Certainly worth doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Certainly worth doing. What was it called? St Patrick's
Head.
St Patrick's Head.
Summit. 2 hours return.
Just, you're reading it off the sign, aren't you?
I am.
Just out of St Mary's. Rightio. Go home, boil a kettle. Okay, an update. We, about a week ago, we did St Patrick's Head, St Patrick's Head, and we went to the sub-summit,
Which was that one, wasn't it?
which is this one over here behind us, up the top there. And then we're going to climb up to the real summit, which is not that far away, but there was clouds coming in and the rain looked like it was going to get the best of us, so we decided that we would bail out while the track was still relatively dry. So not to be beaten, we decided we would come back and do it again and climb to the real summit. So we'll just make our way up there now. We stripped down a couple of layers because it was getting hot coming up the hill, but whew, it's cool now. We're on the windy side of the hill. Still got to get up there somehow. How's that view? Well, we were thwarted. You can't get up there. There's a vertical rock face. It's kind of like this, just this vertical, oops, just this vertical rock face that you got to get up somehow. And we're not equipped for vertical rock faces.
So we stopped at the All Trails stop.
We went as far as All Trails says you can go. So right to the very end of the trail till we hit the rock cliff or the rock face, and then that was it. So mission accomplished. That's where we were hoping to get to. Looks easy, but not for us. But this is pretty good. Oh, a beautiful little bird down there. It is a specky view. Breakfast on top of the world. If you count a small packet of sultanas as breakfast, that is.
Morning tea.
Oh, how's that sunshine? It is beautiful. So I'm just going to show you where we are. This is the St Mary's recreational ground, and it's just on the side of the golf course, and there's a footy field just at the back there as well. But it's a really good spot, really good spot. St Mary's is a gorgeous little town. If you're coming up this way, it's really worth a quick visit. So you'll see where we are just here. It is really a nice little place. Donation camping, so there's no fee to camp here. But please, if you do stay in these areas, please donate a few bucks for them, because they do keep the facilities really nice and clean. There's showers there, but you have to pay for your showers. $2, I'm not sure how long you get, but anyway, $2 a shower. But there's a whole bunch of toilets, and there's also a fresh water tap, so you can hook up and top up your water. And they've got rubbish bins here as well, and a dump point. So everything you could ever want. No power though, unfortunately. But there you go. That's St Mary's Campground, or the St Mary's Recreational Ground, right next to the golf course. You know, if I was teeing off from there, I'd probably hit some of these caravans. But anyway, great spot. Certainly recommend it. It is freezing cold though. We're probably, I'd say, 200 metres up off the coast, so it's not that far off the coast, but it is quite remarkable how much cooler it is up here than it was down beside the ocean, even though it was pretty cold down by the ocean as well. Well, I'm only outside for a second. It was a very cold night last night. We're trying to work out why it was so cold, why we were so cold inside the van. But have a look around. There's frost on the ground, but it's very chilly. Got the thermometer here. Oh, there's even ice on the side of the van. So that's saying -4 degrees. No wonder we were bloody cold last night, and I'm going inside. So just down here on the foreshore at St Helen's, just took the opportunity to try and get some pics. It's just a stunning little sunset. So I'll snap a few pics and I'll show you how they turn out. We're just out of St Helens this morning, only 20 minutes out of St Helens, not even, at a place called Swimcart Bay, and this is the Swimcart campground, which is pretty good. So here we are set up just here, nice little spot, and if I turn around, you can see what we have to put up with as far as the beach conditions go. Just spectacular. So this is a free camp, no cost, fantastic. They've got flushing toilets, kind of hybrid toilets. No power, no water of course, no showers. You have to be self-contained for that sort of thing. But for free, what do you want? She's pretty cool. So this is the Bay of Fires. Beautiful place. So we're going to spend a couple of nights here, and then we're going to head back up into the mountains after that. But we've got a couple of nice days coming, although today's a bit overcast. It was not meant to be overcast. Oh, it seems to be clearing. But it's beautiful. This is such a beautiful place. Bay of Fires on the east coast of Tassie. Going to roll up our duds and go for a walk up the beach, take our shoes off. I don't think we've walked anywhere with our shoes off since we've been in Tassie. And go for a walk up the beach and have an explore up around the rocks. You may have gathered by now that I'm a bit of a water freak. I love the water. And it takes a lot to keep me out of the water. And I must admit, here in Tassie, we've been to some beautiful beaches with lovely surf. And it's just too cold to go in. but I'm determined to have one more swim before we leave Tassie, and this might be my last opportunity. It's not the greatest of days, there's a little bit of a breeze blowing, but it's certainly not a bad day. So I'm just going to go down, stick my toes in, and decide whether it's worth it or not. And I can probably answer that question right now. Probably not, but I've got to get wet. Got to see what it's like. So here we go. It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. Well, my toes aren't complaining, so I might do it. I might just do it. Go and have a swim. How beautiful is this beach? That's where we're camped, just up there beside the trees. Well, that was beautiful. It's incredibly invigorating. It is very cold. Those people that do those ice plunges in Scandinavia and places, they're nuts. Just nuts. But I tell you what, it gets your body tingling, that's for sure. That is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
But it's mystified and it's magnified. I believed it, that I needed all their lives. I was defeated before I even tried to uncover their disguise. Shaky sighs and waiting lines.
Rightio, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed that one. Next episode, we're going to take you to a little place called Pyangana, and this was one of the places that we fell in love with. The most amazing scenery around this little town. We stayed there for about 4 or 5 days, absolutely loved it. It was just gorgeous, and you'll see why when you see the footage of Pyangana. So thanks for joining us once again, and we'll catch you on the next episode.